What's going on, guys? Bengal again here, coming back at you with another video. The 4-10-1 powerhouse Lions are headed to Lumen Field in Seattle, formerly CenturyLink, of course. It's going to take a while for me to start saying Lumen, just because I don't like the way it sounds. I'll tell you why. I don't know if you guys have ever seen the show Dexter, but there was this girl on Dexter who was supposed to be like, oh, drop dead gorgeous. If you don't know the show Dexter, it's about a serial killer, but you're supposed to like him. I don't know. Kind of weird, but everyone's like, oh my god, Lumen. Oh, she's so attractive. I'm like, is she? And also, her name was Lumen. I didn't like anything about it. Anyway, that's what I think when I think Lumen Field. I hate it a lot, and I'm going insane. What am I talking about? Let's go ahead and view this message. Playing spoiler while we want to knock the Seahawks out of the playoff race. No, the season hasn't gone exactly the way we wanted, but it's important to remember that we can't just phone it in for the rest of the year. I did that week 3. Definitely, it's way too early to be throwing in the towel. If we're able to go out and show these guys that we can play with top teams right now, they'll be even more prepared for it next year. Well, okay. Beat the Seahawks for a significant boost to your roster. That sounds really good. That sounds really good. A significant boost to your roster. Could that be like 5,000 XP for every player on the team? That would be amazing, but we're going to check out scouting here. I'm trying to find out where these great players are in the draft, and I'm not seeing them. I have no idea where these great players are. I haven't really seen a great many players that even look draftable. Honestly, we have a lot of really good picks this year, and they're even getting better. 2nd, 4th, and 7th now. We had like 2 on the outside of the top 10, but we just keep losing. And the Rams keep losing, and maybe the Raiders keep losing as well. But I'm trying to find these big-time players, and everyone kind of sucks in the draft. I don't really know what to do with that. Can't even pronounce this name. Eric has a last name. Here's Juan Harris. Looked at him at the start of last episode. He's a good player with that A power move. We talked about him a little bit last night. I do prefer finesse moves. I'll say that, but not bad. And Jacoby Carr looks like another decent player. He's really more of a D tackle, but could be really good value. But it just kind of sucks because we don't really need defensive line that badly. And we have a bunch of really, really good picks. And the players just are not good enough to be warranted being selected at the top of the draft. They're just not. I really was hoping for like a 6 safety or a corner or a sick wide receiver, and there's just none of that. There are, however, some really good quarterbacks. So we should be looking for our quarterback of the future, but let's get into weekly strategy. I think we're capable of beating the Seahawks. We just need to figure out how to stop Russell Wilson and DK Metcalf, which I understand is easier said than done. I think defending the deep pass is going to be for the move here. It's going to be the best move. And then player health. Full pads is just not the way. We want to go half pads. We want these players to be rested up and ready to go. We can beat Seattle. I just have to play really, really well. And DeAndre Swift is so fatigued. He just cannot practice. Otherwise, he's not going to be capable of being good in the game. And where can we expose the Seahawks? I think throwing it deep. They're honestly just not equipped to handle that type of an offense. And we're not great generally, but I think that's the play. And let me take DeAndre Swift out of here. I like amon-ra St. Brown. I like Levi Onwuzurike. DeAndre Swift, maybe we'll leave him in there for another week because he's really close to that next upgrade. We're not going to rush for over 200 yards. It's just not going to happen. But we can probably throw 2+ touchdown passes. So that'll be good for points. And let's go ahead and hop into training here and then hopefully beat the Seahawks. I really am curious about what that significant boost for your entire roster means. I am really excited to figure that out. DeAndre Swift getting less fatigued. That's nice. Don't really appear to be any significant injuries at all on the offense. And then on the defense, fatigues like here and there. But again, players for the most part seem healthy. We have 2 weeks left in the season, 2 games. This is a really, Really big game against Seattle because of the roster implications. Levi Onwuzurike. I think speed rusher is going to be the move. He only has 72 finesse moves. We got to get speed rusher going on. We need Levi Onwuzurike to be a pass rushing monster, like he showcased the ability to do at UW at Washington. So there's potential. There is potential, but these guys need to take a big jump and really show me what they're capable of. Oh, also, that's right. I did change the sliders very slightly. People have been wanting me to upgrade or update you guys with how the sliders have been. Haven't changed them. This will be the first week that they're changed at all. And you can see that in gameplay sliders. I've made some very, very minor tweaks. It makes the CPU better in some areas, makes us better in some areas. QB accuracy is up to 55 from 50. Pass blocking up to 55. Run blocking's up to 60. It's just been way too bad, and our offensive line's probably our biggest strength on the team. I've left everything on defense the same except for tackling's up to 55. For the CPU, I made their pass blocking 45. I just feel like sometimes we don't get any pressure at all. I've raised their run blocking significantly, plus 15 to 65. Their run blocking is just not good enough. And then I turned down their interceptions. Just way too many unrealistic. Like, anytime it's a one-on-one ball, it's an interception. Whereas for me with 50, it never is. So I want to make that a little bit more fair. And then tackling I made to 45. So maybe we get a broken tackle like once or twice per game. So, you know, I haven't really changed anything too much. But at the same time, maybe we'll see some changes this week. And we've played really well some games, really poorly in others. We've been blown out. We've blown teams out. It just depends which version of me and which version of the team shows up today. And we will be capable of winning a game. It's raining. Maybe that works to our benefit. The Seahawks playing a sloppy game of football. Could happen. We'll have to see if we can win. So because of the slider change, we're going to find it a lot harder to play defense in this episode. Probably not great timing for it. But with the CPU run block being raised by 15, we could be up for a big challenge. How many picks do I have? 43. Wow. That's really close to the record. I think it's by a former kicker and quarterback. What a combo, by the way, that is. George Blanda threw 42 in 1962. Yeah, I mean, he maybe just should have stuck to kicker. But I've broken that. Extra game, but I've done it in less than that. And, you know, hold on. In 1962, they were definitely not playing 16 games in a season. I think it would have been 14 or 12 at the time. 1962, 14. So, you know what? Is it the worst season ever by a quarterback? You could call it that. But either way, we're breaking records. TJ Hawkinson down the sideline. Jamal Adams falling down. Reed can't catch him. Hawkinson stunting. End zone. Touchdown. Oh, that's the way we start a game. Okay, TJ, please cut that out right now. You know what? If I was refereeing the game, I would have taken the points off the board after that celebration. That's horrific. Russell Wilson, decent year for him. 4,100 yards, 26 TDs, and 12 interceptions. Not too terrible. The interceptions are higher than you'd want for the touchdowns. But he hasn't really thrown that many touchdowns. Hasn't really thrown too many interceptions either. It's just kind of been, I guess, really a run-focused offense. As that's going to be complete. Tyler Lockett. Nice tackle by amon-ra. Really good recovery. Obviously allowed the catch. But that could have been a lot worse. Looked like Tyler Lockett was about to get super open. And with a player like Tyler Lockett in the open field, bad things can happen. And already our defense just cannot cover these guys. It's early, but I think this is going to be the trend for the game, if I had to guess. Run to the right. Yeah, that's better blocking. Shed that with Jamie Collins pretty well, but didn't end up making the play at all. No, you still can't be going after that. I tried to get over there with Tracy Walker, and I did so successfully. And, I mean, as you would have seen, we just didn't get any type of a gang tackle animation, and we almost got destroyed. That's a nice play. Nice pass breakup. Wilson scrambling, and he is going down. Deshaun Hand forces him out of bounds. Russell Wilson's really, really fast behind the line of scrimmage, I will say that. Tried to cover a bunch there. It's 3rd down and 12. Definitely a convertible down in distance, but Wilson going deep. Please, come back and make the play! Oh my goodness. Will Harris just gave up all of his field positioning. That was really, really scary. Or not field positioning, but gave up his positioning with the ball in the air to DK. I thought for sure that was going to be a huge gain. But you know what? We held strong. Forced a punt. There were times where Seattle looked really unstoppable. And then all it took was just 3 good enough plays in a row. The sack obviously helped out a lot. And I'm not sure how we're going to beat this defense just yet. Not like that, obviously. But TJ Hawkinson's going to have to be our guy. But I'm trying to figure out what the real flaw is with this team. I really do think it's a secondary. I know they have Jamal Adams. The corners are not particularly good. And Bobby Wagner's clearly a stud, as he can't catch up to Amon-Ra St. Brown there, who gets the first. I don't know. I feel like their defense in general is just pretty poor. Just looking at the players they have, like B-Wags and Jamal Adams are sick. But I feel like we should be able to run the ball at them. So we'll try that. I'm trying to be patient. Dude, I can't cut it out. I can't cut it outside. 2nd and 9. It'll be interesting to see what Bobby Wagner does on this play. He took the running back. Ah! I wanted Quintez Cephas with circle the entire time. Just couldn't throw it. I really don't want to throw an interception. So I'm playing like super, super hesitant football right now. Cautious, I should say. And I think we have that. Need to hit it. Oh my God. What can I do but laugh, dude? What can I do but laugh? It's inaccurate for no reason. Just, it's not inaccurate under pressure. It's an accurate bullet pass. So we're looking, trying to find somebody. And look at that. Amon-Ra St. Brown, super open. Set the feet, bullet pass. Sailed it. Not even remotely close. I almost find it better when there's literally nothing I can do. Because what do I do on that play? I saw an open receiver. I threw with enough time. And he just completely didn't even come close. So it's like, what am I going to do? I feel like I did everything I could and it just didn't work out. There's a run. Oh, Lee McNeil, big play. I know the movement is super different this year, but man, I am so bad with it. I feel like there's a 0% chance of me making an open field tackle at any given moment. And a 0% odds is pretty bad. Oruwariye recovers. Knocks it out. The rookie, Dwayne Eskridge, or D. Eskridge. I don't know what he's going to be called in the NFL. I know at at Western Michigan, he was kind of back and forth with D or Dwayne. So I'm not really sure what he's going to be called in the league. I know he has an injury, but I was a really, really big fan of Dwayne Eskridge coming out of Western Michigan. I was happy the Seahawks drafted him because I know that him teaming up with Russell Wilson is going to be a really, really good combo. And with DK Metcalf taking some of the heat off him, they can get really creative in the ways that they use him. As we're going to roll out. Get up the field. Hawkinson, outrun him. Is the ball there? It's not. Inaccurate touch pass. The reality is, Jared Goff sucks so bad. Over the middle, St. Brown, really close to the first down marker. We're going to try and run and get this on 3rd and 1. This seems like a front that you could really run the ball on for an easy yard. And we just have to go up the middle and fight for that. I mean, we had a block there. It's 4th and inches. Wow, we didn't get it. This is my problem with the game this year. Like really is like 65 hesitates, right? And I really want to just go up the middle and get this. If we follow 65, which is Tyrell Crosby, the right guard, if we follow him into this hole, he doesn't even hit the hole. So he blocks off access and then doesn't block anybody. So it gets confusing. I'm not saying he's going to pull and then take on this linebacker. That's unrealistic to expect because that's not the design of the play. But he hesitated, which made me think that maybe he was going to do that. And I can't follow him through that because he basically just stops. I can't go for this on 4th and inches from my own 24. As much as I think we can get it, I can't go for it. Actually, we're going to fake it. They have 2 gunners. We're going to fake it. Direct snap to Kabinda. It's a first down and more. We're getting crazy. Fake punt. Direct snap to the fullback, Jason Kabinda. And that was the time to call that. They had 2 gunners. Or, well, excuse me. They had 2 guys really running with our 2 gunners on the outside. So you have 4 guys off the line there. That creates a really big opportunity to fake it. And I don't know how to run the ball. 3rd and 2 from the 44 is actually a really good time to go for it if we don't get it. DeAndre Swift to the outside. Just be faster. I think he barely got the first. I think he did, though, right? 4th and inches again? How are you not falling forward for these? This feels like a really, really bad defense to run on. Couldn't get him to jump. We're going to snap it anyway. Swifty! He was met by Bobby Wagner. Just beat him. I would go for it again from that spot, but damn. We did not get it. A really interesting first quarter. I think you can say that about it. Definitely interesting. Ooh. Tracy Walker made a really big play there because that would have been really, 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 really bad if he didn't make contact with the ball. If that's a catch, that's a touchdown. It's 3rd and 9. They're still out of field goal range. And they're going deep. Or Warrior knocks it down. Tracy Walker can't intercept it. That's fine because they are going to punt. The problem is Michael Dixon's a really, really good punter. Hook 'em horns. That is not an amazing punt, but it still puts us inside the 20. I thought it could have been inside the 10 easily prior to the snap, but he just kind of shanked it a little bit. Give me some blocks. How much of it? It's got to be a lot me, right? Am I just really bad at running? Because I feel like the lanes are never there. But it has to be at least a little bit me, right? Can we throw that? Can we throw that? Do we have the arm? Tyrell Williams, big catch down the field. Threw it a little bit late. Jared Goff got the ball there anyway. That is a huge play. We're going to run it. We actually have blocks because it's Jamal Williams. That's why. Big truck. Finally seeing some of those. 18-yard rush for Jamal Williams. I swear, the offensive line only blocks for Jamal Williams, and I don't get it. They only block for him. No one else gets the benefit of a block. Jamal Williams again. He's going to power through. Quick throw. Cephas, touchdown. Just quick run to the flat from Quintez Cephas. We hit him quickly, got the touchdown, and we're up by 2 touchdowns. Oh, we're not actually, because I missed it. I missed the extra point. Wind's moving today a little bit, that's clear. 8 miles per hour to the side. I don't know if that's east or west. I don't know the stadium orientation. I'm not playing GeoGuessr right now. But if you want to watch me play GeoGuessr, I'm going to have more videos of that on my 3rd channel, which is linked pretty much at the top line of the description if you guys want to check that out. If you don't know what GeoGuessr is, get put anywhere in the world on Google Maps. You got to figure out where it is. I usually don't allow myself to move, and I usually put a pretty short time limit on. So that sounds interesting to you. And I'm pretty decent at the game. You'd be surprised based on my Madden ability. But I am pretty good at GeoGuessr. So if you guys want to check that out, do it on stream all the time. I know a lot of you guys know from the streams. And yeah, jeez. Hit R3 to send somebody after Russell Wilson there. It was Okuda, and then of course he had no idea that the ball was being thrown right at his head. Never reacted to it. 2nd and 3. Attack him, sack him. Nickel Roby-Coleman just ran away. You ran away from the only guy you had to cover. Why? Zone coverage in this game is actually really, 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 really bad. Because guys just don't do what they have to do at all. Man coverage is definitely going to be what we focus on going forward. As long as these zones stay broken like they are at the start of every year, zone coverage doesn't really make sense to play. I know our guys can't really hang in man coverage, but they're at least closer. Like, they're at least closer to making a play. I'm kind of surprised the Seahawks' record's so good in simulation. I know they have an X-Factor quarterback. Like, I get that. But also, it's like their team overall is pretty bad. Like, for what you'd think an 11-win team is at this point. They're like an 80 flat or something like that, which is not too far from what we are. It's a delay. It's a delay. I'm trying to shed that. It's a good tackle in the open field, but Rashad Penny gets his first down nonetheless. Seahawks knocking on the door. We got to keep them out. We got to lock the door. We got to close it off. We got to put a chair underneath the handle. We got to do whatever we can to keep that door closed and at least hold Seattle to a field goal. It's a nice tackle by Anzalone. Make a play! Oh, you have to intercept that. Amani Oruwariye with the knockdown. An interception there completely ruins the Seahawks' chance of scoring, obviously, on this drive, but probably for the half, I'm saying. But unfortunately, it doesn't happen. Wilson throws it away, and they're going to settle for a field goal. It is raining. There is some wind. I missed an extra point. This is no gimme. It's a 45-yarder. There are definitely harder field goals to make. Harder field goals, but this one barely sneaks in, actually. We're going to hold a 10-point lead. Little play action. They were not fooled at all, but Kabinda's open. Interesting. I mean, he's had his career best game today on a fake punt and then a catch out of the backfield. I think he actually has 2 catches in a game before, but, you know, he doesn't really get too involved. Blocking actually felt pretty good on that play. 3rd and 9. I don't know what to do here. If Jamal Adams is in man coverage against TJ Hawkinson, it's not a great matchup, but that could leave some other things open. I didn't really mean to throw that, but it ended up working out so great. DeAndre Swift down the sideline. Bobby Wagner can't touch him. I really actually wanted to throw the slant on the other side of the field to Amon-Ra St. Brown. I felt that that was our best chance. I accidentally hit R1. I'm not going to lie to you. I really did. Now, triangle wasn't super open either, and DeAndre Swift did have a step. I just figured that this cornerback would have made a play on the ball, but he didn't. And actually, usually, this is underthrown, as you've seen recently, and intercepted. But Jared Goofball actually makes a nice throw. Maybe that's the 55 quarterback accuracy instead of 50. But it's not like it's overpowered because we've seen terrible misses for no reason in this game already. Underneath, Cephas, nice catch. We're down at the 2. Run up the middle. Oh my God. I always think Tyrell Crosby's going to block somebody other than who he actually ends up blocking. That's a problem. That's a big problem for me. We have 26 seconds remaining. Did I call a timeout? I don't remember doing that. But okay, run up the middle. Just power it in. Swifty's going to be short. 4th and goal. How are we at 4th and goal already? Okay. Is that a false start, or do we get him to jump? False start. Okay. That's fine, though. Really don't care about that at all. Stops the clock, which is nice, even though we have a couple timeouts. Sets us up for a field goal try. Should be able to nail this one. And the reason why this field goal is so important is it takes the whole 10 points out of play. The Seahawks 100% need a touchdown now. And more. Oh, whoa. Hold on. What did I just do? I just super sim? Oh my God. Muscle memory to the rebuilds, dude. Oh my God. That's so frustrating. I'm so sorry about that. DeAndre Swift had a 62-yard run. And Josh Myers hit a field goal. I'm not going to restart the entire game. I'm really, like, you have no idea. I know I want to win this game. I want to win all the games, to be fair. I really want to win this one. I'm not trying to cheese anything. I'm not trying to fluke it. I'm not trying to do anything like that. And you can watch the replay of me doing that. Just genuinely did not mean to do what I just did. which is super simming for a portion of the game. And I caught myself, thankfully, too early once I realized what was happening. I don't even know how I did that so fast. Either way, I'm back to not being able to run the football. Where am I supposed to go? Running, throwing down the sideline, and overthrown for Cephas. Tell you what I'm going to do. I know it's unrealistic, but I'm going to give the Seahawks points to make it fair, in my opinion, just because we didn't deserve our touchdown. So, just crappy punt. Fake Kabinda. They get the ball on the 1 yard line. I just don't feel like we deserve the 60-something yard TD with DeAndre Swift, so I'm going to let the Seahawks score. And we're going to just kind of reset it. So we do have the benefit of time ticking off the clock. Okay, fumble. I can only make stops when I don't want to. I know this has been a weird episode, right? It's been a weird episode. But it is what it is. This has been a weird season. I was fired 2 episodes ago. Something like that. Well, Seattle's going to score on this play unless I can make a stop with one guy. Nope. Touchdown. Up by 10. It just felt like the right thing to do. I know some people aren't going to like that. I don't like that I super simmed. I don't like anything that happened. It is what it is, unfortunately. We're just going to have to roll with the punches. It's been an interesting franchise series so far. It's had some ups and downs, some trials and tribulations. It's definitely been interesting. But we'll just continue to roll on. I think we've taken care of the mistake for the most part. Oh, dude, I didn't even see Jamal Adams. Or not even Jamal Adams. Who's their single high safety? Quandre Diggs, maybe? I don't really know who that would be. But either way, I didn't even see him. He blended right into the logo. So we're going to throw to Darren Fells. Where's Bobby Wagner? Where's Bobby Wagner? It is Quandre Diggs, by the way. Also, Hook'em Horns, Texas legend. Give me a block. That's a decent run from DeAndre Swift. It's so tough to find any space to operate, I feel like, as a runner. I know I keep saying that. I keep harping on it, but to me, it's super true, at least. That's open enough. You got to get that, St. Brown. He's going to be stopped short. It's 4th and 2 from the 40. We're not going to punt in this spot. That would be insane, in my opinion. And we're not going to snap the ball. We're going to wait for this to go into the 4th quarter. A lot of my guys are tired, but it doesn't make sense from the Seahawks 40 on 4th and 2 to punt the ball back to them. Just doesn't. Guys are still super tired. How bad of a decision is it to run the football? We're going to do it anyway. Up the middle, Swift falls forward and got it. Play action. I feel like that's open. Tyrell Williams, end zone, touchdown. One-on-one with Quandre Diggs, no help over the top. And Tyrell Williams is just too fast. Just too fast. Check out next-gen stats here. No, we won't. But big touchdown. Our offense is moving. I actually really like what we've done here. Our pregame game plan was to take the top off the defense. That's where the Seahawks are vulnerable. And we've done that. It's been big plays over the top as the main way we've actually moved the football. TJ Hawkinson, 70-plus yard bomb. Tyrell Williams right there. Huge play. DeAndre Swift deep down the field for a huge play. I'm not even doing that. I'm not even doing that. I went down to cover DeAndre Swift, or excuse me, DeAndre Swift is on my team, to cover Chris Carson, and they just ran me right down into an offensive lineman. Magnetized, suction cupped right into him. Really annoying. Trying to cover that over the middle. The Seahawks can nickel and dime all they want. The reality is that time is running out. Seattle can keep nickel and diming, but it's not going to be a way that they get back in this ballgame. And they're down 30-13. Our defense has played really well. And, oh, nice knockdown at the line. Romeo Aquara. What's interesting is that The only thing that was buffed to improve our defense... Oh, going sideline, that's going to be incomplete. The only thing that was made to improve our defense was +5 to tackling. And the CPU got +15 run blocking. So it's like, it's almost more surprising that Seattle's only scored 13 points. As that is going to be flung up into the air for a little bit. Off the hands of Chris Carson, brings up 4th and 10. Seattle, of course, going for this down 30-13 with under 8 to play here in the 4th quarter. From the 41, here's the snap. We're going to take that streak. Russell Wilson still with all day, and that's wide open over the middle. No one was even close. And DK Metcalf is the injured Seattle Seahawk. Also, I will say that CPU pass blocking was also nerfed slightly, and clearly didn't show on that play. And that's going to be picked off by the rookie, Ifeatu Melifonwu. The first time we're really even seeing him get any action. The rookie out of Syracuse makes a huge play. First turnover the entire game. And that could be the nail in the coffin for the Seattle Seahawks. And of course, what did I say? The only time we get run blocking is when Jamal Williams is in. He's averaging significantly over 10 yards per carry. Where is that for DeAndre Swift? It doesn't exist. There's no way it's just I figure out how to run the ball when Jamal Williams is in, but have no idea what I'm doing when DeAndre Swift is in. They do not run block for DeAndre Swift. They don't do it. That's open, and Goff just isn't even close. Inaccurate. Oh, why? Because he tried to throw it. Bullet pass. Stupid. 3rd and 10. Just lob it. It's going to be picked. Ah, I'm an idiot. Yep. Just floated it right to him. That's not a tackle? How is that not a tackle? We're covering an offensive lineman. What is Seattle doing? Okuda intercepted, but out of the back of the end zone. Doesn't matter. It's a nice play. Throwing end zone, or Warrior intercepts that out of bounds as well. And that absolutely is the dagger. Oh, DeAndre Swift breaks a tackle. Hey, there we go, DeAndre. I'm actually really liking how the CPU tackling slider is playing, because we're not breaking tackles every play or even close to it. Sick, dude. Inaccurate bullet pass. That was awesome. But we are breaking a tackle like once every like 5 to 7 carries, which I feel like is realistic. Well, I mean, NFL running backs force missed tackles way more than that, actually. But it's good for the gameplay, as the team still refuses to block for DeAndre Swift. They will only block for Jamal Williams. 3rd and 11. Call play action here. And just go to the outside there. Darren Fells out of the backfield. And that should be the game. Jamal Williams. They only block for Jamal Williams. Big hit by Jamal Adams, and the game is over. Big win. Feels really good to get back in the win column. The Seahawks offense played really bad, and the best thing about that is that the slider change wouldn't impact that at all. Or it shouldn't, because we weren't trying to do anything but buff the CPU offense. And they just didn't play well. Russell Wilson was terrible in the second half. I wish we could see the difference between the first and second half stats. He was just so bad in the second half. Jared Goofball was pretty good for the most part. Threw a stupid pick. DeAndre Swift did average 4.9 yards per carry. That's because he had a long of 63, which I wasn't playing for. So, other than that, he was pretty bad. Jamal Williams averaged 11.8 yards per attempt. That was all me. They only blocked for Jamal Williams. Touchdown for DeAndre Swift. Receiving, really no big-time receivers in this one for amounts of catches, but Tyrell Williams had a bomb. Quintez Cephas with a TD. And then TJ Hawkinson had one catch the entire game. It was a 74-yard catch and touchdown. Look at the longest reception, though. 74, 53, 49. Like, that's insane. We really just did what we wanted to do today. And Tyrell Williams had two big catches. Two catches for 85 yards, and one of them was just under 50. Two just huge catches for him. And then defensively, Okuda actually led in tackles. 2 tackles for loss, including a sack for Deshaun Hand. Other sack went to Levi Onwuzurike in his return home to Washington. And then an interception for Ifeatu Melifonwu, the rookie out of Syracuse. Really fun week. I'm glad we got back in the win column. It had been too long. But the Seahawks were a really beatable team. They really were. And we just did it by not even getting anything crazy. Just a touchdown per quarter and a win. Upgrade points for TJ Hawkinson. TJ is going to go up to an 87 overall. Let's do possession for him. His overall actually doesn't change, but he's a scheme fit now, which is nice. And blocking goes up by a lot. No receiving stats were changed, but blocking got a lot better. And then DeAndre Swift, I still just want him to be faster. Anytime we get a speed upgrade is huge. Don't get one there, but +2 break tackle might be nice. That goes up to a 79. Really not that high. So DeAndre Swift is getting better slowly but surely. Slowly but surely getting better. We have Jamie Newman as well. But we're going into the final week. The last episode of Season 1, technically, will be Week 18 versus the Packers. And then, of course, as I mentioned, I think last episode, the offseason probably will be streamed on Twitch, twitch.tv/Bengal. I'll be updating you guys about that on Twitter, twitter.com/Bengal, YouTube. Make sure to follow those things. Links are in the description. And let's see what the GM has to say about playing spoiler. Great job this week. We showed the league that even though we didn't start this year as a playoff caliber team, we're going to finish as one. Well, not really, but okay. We played spoiler at least. And Gene Dengus says, I'm really proud of the team, which is a lie. There's no quitting these guys, which is also a lie. They've been quitting all season. This win could be really a nice building block, something. So Jared Goff, DeAndre Swift, and Jamie Collins got 10,000 XP. So that really isn't the entire roster. I guess they just picked the quarterback, the running back, and the middle linebacker to get big-time XP. Jamie Collins is not going to be on the team, so that doesn't matter. And he can't get upgraded anyway because he's way too old and bad. Jared Goofball, he's not going to last that long. The only reason Jared Goofball is still on this team, 40 touchdown season, let's go, is because his contract is so massive. It's so huge. I know it's only 10.3 this year, and in 2022 it goes up to 30. Here's why that's a bigger problem than it seems to be. I will show you. Because if you go into team salaries here, the Goofball, Jared Goff, has a 20 mil release penalty, and that counts for trading him as well. That does get a little bit lower next season, so we're waiting to get rid of him. I'm going to be honest. I'm not going to sugarcoat that. Oh, will he be our quarterback? Won't he be our quarterback? Even if he gets upgraded to star dev, he's not going to be the quarterback long term. I promise. And week 18 is going to be the final week. I'm going to upgrade players before we leave here. Thank you guys for watching season 1. It's not quite over yet, but it has been an up and down road. But I'm glad you guys have enjoyed the video so much. Swift goes up to an 84 overall, really. +2 ball carrier vision, doesn't do anything. +1 spin, +1 change of direction and awareness. Not really doing anything there. Change of direction is going to be pretty big, I guess, but the other things really not so much. Just kind of fluffing his overall. And then the Goofball, we'll do field general. Hopefully get his accuracy up a little bit for all these different things for the final week. But nope, play action and throw under pressure go up, and then awareness, which doesn't change anything. So, okay. That's going to do it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Take it easy.
I hit it at the park, bend bones. See me high step to the end zone. My life like a game, Nintendo. Playing with the best, let them know. Get off the track, the train's coming through. Yeah, promise you get in my way, then you best believe I'ma just run over you. Yeah, yeah. Papa turn, taking it back to the house. Defensive joke, I'm laughing so loud.